What's up, y'all? You already know who it is. It's P, and I'm back again with another video. All right, so before we even get into it, I just want to give like a disclaimer. I have no idea what I might be showing in this video, but it is definitely adult appropriate. This is not for children. Children, if you are watching this for educational reasons, please get permission from your parents. I may or may not be showing prosthetics that replicate the human anatomy, and when I say human anatomy, I mean a male's anatomy. So if that is not something that you want to watch in this video, please exit, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. All right, so we just gonna get into it. So today I just want to start off by saying I am officially 1 month and a week on T. I am super geeked. Oh man, this feels like a journey that has been, long waiting for, but it's finally here. I finally got it done. Finally, got the approval from my doctors and everything like that. Since my last video, I would like to think that my voice changed a little bit. I would like to think that I've changed a little bit. So I'm 1 month on T. To get started on T, I had to see a doctor that participates with hormone therapy, things like that. So I had to change my primary care doctor, because that's the doctor that would, advise you on which route you would go. So I had to change my primary care, change my PCP, and in New York it's primary care physician. Change my PCP first day. Right off the bat, I was just like, listen, I'm a new patient, but the reason I'm here is because I would like to start gender-affirming hormone therapy. I want to take testosterone, it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been getting the runaround from some of my other doctors. What I do is to look up doctors in your area that's covered through your insurance, and make sure you see the words where it says like they do gender hormone therapy or gender affirming, like they're under that category. But good for me, like my facility is like a LGBTQ community, so it made it even more comfortable and healthier for me to be able to open up to my doctor about like what I wanted to do, the route I wanted to go, and things like that. So from the first visit, right off the bat, she was just like, okay, we could definitely do that. I've helped a lot of others, get their therapy. I just kind of want to know how you identify, what do you want to be called while you're being seen here in this facility. Like they got that all in my chart, so I don't even have to tell them. Like when I come in, they address me how I want to be addressed, which is P. I don't really like my government name much because it's like, it really identifies a gender, if you know what I mean. Like, okay, I don't have an issue saying it now or whatever, but I go by P, but my first name is Precious, So it's just like, there's no way around that. And so right now I'm looking into names that start with the letter P that's more gender neutral. And if I can't, I'm just probably going to adapt my son's middle name, because I gave him a middle name that was closer to my first name. So his middle name is Preston. So if I can't find a name that starts with the letter P that's like gender neutral, that I really like, that I really like, then I'm just going to, take his middle name, kind of give it some like, like he's a part of my journey or whatever the case may be, because I've really been open with him about what's going on, things like that. My whole family, well, not my whole family, the family that I have created, like with my wife and our kids, like everyone here is like pretty much on board with what's going on. So that's another thing. You're going to kind of need a support system, because, the world may not understand what it is that you want, or your transition. They may not understand it. A lot of people are not going to respect it. So, it's just a lot. And then it really helps that if you could come home and not have to go through what you would normally go through on a day-to-day basis outside, with the judgment, with the looks, with the, the snarky remarks and things like that. Like it really don't bother me as much now because I'm kind of used to it. before the transition, I identified as a lesbian or a masked lesbian. Some people call it a stud or a dyke. To me, those are offensive terms. I'm just a masked lesbian. I'm just who I am. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I already got the judgment and the looks from that. That might be another video, but today I want to jump on a topic about being 1 month on T and some of the changes that I've experienced. So one of the changes that I noticed off the bat, which is kind of crazy, is that the bottom growth. I know a lot of you really don't know what bottom growth is, and it's just basically the clitoris of the female anatomy. It becomes enlarged, or it grows and it protrudes through the lips of your vagina. I'm not really sure of the proper term for that, the labia, or I don't know. Anywho, it protrudes past that point. It's no longer like tucked in or whatever the case may be. And even if that your anatomy, it was never tucked in, you will still notice a difference. Not only that, but I noticed that it has become very, very sensitive. Like just like washing down there now with the cloth like rubbing against it is very sensitive. You know, you'll notice like during playtime or whatever, if you know, massage that area, that is very sensitive towards the tip of it. So you just kind of like gotta be a little easier, a little more delicate with the area down there. And like I said, it just looks engorged all the time. It just looks really swollen now. So that's kind of what I've noticed. I'm kind of happy about that, because that was one of the things that I did want to experience, and I was kind of shocked that it happened so early on, but I'm not complaining. Another thing that I noticed is some slight acne. Thank God is not on my face, as you can see. It's not on my face, but it's more so like in my chest area, my back, TMI, my butt cheeks, like the outer parts of my buttocks, TMI. Like I've noticed some acne there. I normally would not receive acne there. I haven't really experienced a lot of hair growth yet. I know a lot of people say like the first thing they notice is like growth in the back part. So I'm a hairy person naturally, so I've always had hair there. So, you know, to me, I haven't really noticed a difference there. But I do see that like a mustache is forming a little thicker than it normally would. I've always had a light stash on my face, and I've always loved that about myself. I've never cut it off, never waxed it, never anything. I've shaved it once because I wanted it to kind of grow back in thicker, but other than that, no. So it looks like it's coming in thicker. Like you can kind of see a silhouette of it more now so than you could before. I don't really, nothing is really growing here, in my opinion. Nothing is really growing here. I have a patch of hair here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's like a little like patch right here of hair that has grown, or whatever the case may be. I've always had like little pieces, but now it's like longer. And then I've experienced a few pieces under here, which I'm sure you guys are not going to be able to see because of the angle of the camera. But anywho, I brought this product called Rogaine by Minoxidil, and I've been putting that on my face twice a day. So it's like a liquid form. Oh man, I should have brought it. Hold on, let me go get it. All right, I'm back. Oh damn, it's kind of falling apart on me. So this is what I brought. It's called Rogaine Extra Strength Men's Minoxidil Topical Solution Hair Regrowth Treatment. That was kind of hard because the camera view is like the opposite of what's here. So, you know, whatever. But it comes like 3 of these bottles in the box, right? And this little spout right here. and it has a cap on it, but I took the cap off and then screwed this on so that I can always use it. And you just push down to open it, you squeeze the top, let it go, and it sucks up the solution, and it comes out looking like this. And then I just apply it to my face like this. Just put a little bit on because I don't really want to do it right now. And then you just kind of rub it in that area. And that's it. And I just apply it everywhere where I want hair to grow. So I usually do here to make that thicker, here, my chin, over here, under here, so that, you know, when my beard do start to come in, it come in nice and thick and not uneven. You're also going to need one of these. This is called a derma roller. And you just would take this and kind of go across the areas of your face where you want hair to begin coming in. It has like a bunch of little needles on it, and these little needles kind of puncture the skin to kind of open up the area for like hair follicles to begin to grow and for hair to begin to come out of that area. So you're basically just opening up those areas to receive the products that you're using. And once that goes in there, the plan is that it will initiate hair growth. You can either roll it before or after. I would suggest you roll after. And I'm gonna tell you why. I was using another product. It was like an off-brand. It wasn't Rogaine, but it was the same product, same thing, supposed to do the same thing, and it burned. I didn't like that product, so I stopped using it and I got the Rogaine, and now I don't have any issues. The only thing about this Rogaine, it just leaves like an oily residue, like it looks like you might have greased your face or whatever the case may be, but other than that, nothing crazy. It doesn't burn. But that other one I used, like my face was always feeling like irritated, and then with the mask on my face, it just felt like where the mask was, it was like really irritated. I really didn't like that product, so I just stopped using it, and now I have this. But I mean, if anybody needs that, feel free to hit me up. I can mail that to you. I haven't used it. I probably used it like maybe twice. And it's like a 3-month supply. But for me, it just really does not work for my skin. So I just stopped using it. Another thing is I have like this box that my wife has made me for all of my tea supplies. So I have my needle bin. I have gauze, Band-Aids. Oh man, I have it all in here. She really hooked me up. This is why I love her. But I have a box of Band-Aids. I have gauze. They look like this. And it's just to use to, you know, after you have applied. I have my needle casing. These are my needles. I use 18 gauge and 23 gauge needles, and they're usually like 1 inch. Yep. And then this is what the testosterone that I get. This is what it comes in. I'm gonna try to hide the label with my name and stuff on it, but I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says testosterone cypionate. 200 milligrams is what I'm taking. I do my shots every 2 weeks. I do 100 milligrams every 2 weeks. So that would make this whole 200 finale. I kind of want to get my dosages increased because I kind of want to do my shots every week instead of every 2 weeks, because I anticipated too much when it's every 2 weeks, and it's kind of like a drag that week after, because it's just like, damn, like I'm ready for my next shot. And I also feel like, you know, it's not surviving that long in my body system. Like by the time the next 2 weeks come, I feel like a low. So I'm gonna talk to my doctor about it on the 20th, because that's my next doctor's appointment. I haven't had my testosterone levels checked yet because, like I said, I've only been on it for a month. The only blood work that she did do before I started tea was she wanted to check my kidney function, and she wanted to check my cholesterol levels, because one thing about men and with testosterone that goes hand in hand is that it increases your cholesterol levels, which is why a lot of men are at risk for heart attacks and heart disease. So being that on the scale, I'm kind of considered overweight, she wanted to make sure that my cholesterol levels wasn't in a dangerous level already for me to begin starting the testosterone. I had already discussed with her that my cholesterol levels have always been high, even when I was a little smaller in weight. So she checked it, it was high, but it did not stop her from letting me start the tea. So my cholesterol levels was like maybe in the 200s, and it's definitely supposed to be a little lower than that. But I guess it wasn't alarming high for her to be concerned about. So she let me start the. Some doctors don't even ask for blood work before you start tea. They just have you sign a consent form. The consent form basically in details the risk and what you know you're getting yourself into with taking tea. Your doctor will go over some of those things like, oh, you know, hair loss is one of the things. I'm not really sure what the correct term is, but for females, your female anatomy, the vaginal entrance, the secretions will become less, and a lot of people suffer from severe dryness from like no type of discharge or anything to lubricate the area, and it becomes very painful. So some people deal with that. So that's definitely one of the side effects of taking testosterone that your doctor definitely tells you about. Being able to have children after this is iffy. Yes, we do see a lot of people in the community that are already in transition or mid-transition and they are able to conceive, but that just kind of depends person to person on your body, because not everybody's as fertile, you know. And if your body is already like not really fertile and then you start this, your chances may be at a 0% at that point. Taking tea doesn't necessarily mean that you will always be, you know, within the hormone ranges of a man. Once you stop taking this, you fully detransition and go back to what you originally was, which is a female. But some things stay the same, like the facial hair won't go away, the voice change won't go away, it won't go back to as high as it was, it will still be very low. Any body hair that you grew won't go back. Bottom growth that I discussed earlier, that will not change. It will always look like that. It will not go away. But the fat redistribution, that will go back to its regular way. So, you know, most women have like an hourglass shape, or the hip area is very, you know, filled in. When you take testosterone, it kind of squares you out. But when you stop taking that, you will go back to that shape. Like the areas of fat will go back to where it's supposed to go. If your chest had got smaller, it will become larger when your estrogen levels go back up. What else? Oh, your monthly monster, the dragon, will come back if you stop taking testosterone. I have not reached the point where I have stopped getting my monthly. I just recently got it, so I'm waiting for next month to see what's gonna happen, if it's gonna be done, because by then I'll be 2 months in. So I'll let you guys know how long it took my body to stop letting me get the dragon. But I also kind of wanted to show y'all what the vial looks like. It's really, really small, like the size, not even the size of my thumb. It's really, really small, but it got some powerful stuff in it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm going to do a voice update for you guys. I'm going to insert a clip of my voice change. Let you guys decide whether or not my voice changed, or if you look at my previous videos, you can see if my voice changed. But yeah, here it goes. What's up, y'all? My name is P, and I'm officially 1 day on tea. What's up, y'all? My name is P, and I'm officially 1 month auntie. That was my 1 month voice update. I'm going to be doing it every month because I am excited for my own journey and I want to see the progress. Hopefully y'all stay with me on the journey. I do plan on getting top surgery. I cannot wait. You know, I'm just on journeys, and y'all could come with me on this journey because I will be sharing it for people who would love to see what this journey is about. So that's it for today. That's my 1 month update. Hopefully y'all hit that subscribe button, like, comment. I answer all questions. I am very responsive. So please, if you have any questions, if you want to know anything, hit the comment section below. Yeah, so it's been all that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out.